How have you survived Mim?
Well, I've known Mim for about 50 years, and I think the question should be, how has Mim survived me? I grew up a street away from Mim. In the time I've known her, I have broken her son's desk, hid in the closet while her kids cleaned the house, and actually stepped in paint and walked right through her new walkway in the backyard. Other than that, we've been fairly close, and she hasn't really been too mad with me. We've had a good reputation and a good relationship at work. I miss her. I'm jealous of Wanda, and I'd like to... Congratulations, Mim. I love you.
Okay, Bill, what have you done to survive Mim?
You know, it's often difficult to get through to a CEO or president of a company. When you call them, it's very difficult to get them on the phone. Now with Mim, when Mim calls, she gets through. She called my office several times. She called just the other day. My secretary answers, let me talk to Bill Alaska. My secretary says, well, you know, Bill's on the phone. He's got another call waiting. He's got somebody in his office and several people outside waiting to see him. Very important, I got to talk to him. Very important. Let me get through. So my secretary puts it through. Yeah, Bill, there's lunch, noontime at the Inn at the Crossing. I want you there, and make sure you call Mike McCaffrey. Get Mike McCaffrey to go. Okay, ma'am. And by the way, I did make that luncheon. It happened to be the luncheon for the Rhode Island Coalition for the Homeless, their annual meeting a couple of weeks ago. So Mim did a great job. She got me there, and she got a lot of other people there. And Mim, we appreciate what you've done for the House of Hope over the past number of years, and also all the work you did while Old Stone Bank was still open. Again, have a great evening, Mim, and God bless you.
So Tony, what have you done to survive Mim?
Well, a lot. It's been it's been tough. Just today, as a matter of fact, she does not know I was standing above the table out there while she was calling in trying to find out if I was coming, and they said I wasn't, just so I could make her mad, because I told her when I heard she got the award that I was going to not come in protest of her getting the award. So, but Mim and I go back a long way. She says 40 years, but it's really 33 years, 1976. We started together at Old Stone Bank at Greenwood in the parking lot at Apex. We've been great friends ever since. I've always taken credit for everything she's done. I said if it wasn't for me, Mim would still be behind a teller line somewhere. So I take full credit. Every time Mim did something good, I said it's because of me that Mim did that. So, but in all honesty, Mim's been wonderful. I love her. I've known her for a long time. I consider her to be an unbelievably dear friend of mine. But two things I want to say. Mim, I love you, and don't call me anymore. Thank you.
Okay, Wanda, could you tell us how you've survived Mim?
Nice for her. Mim is a very great extrovert, and she doesn't give up, and she doesn't tire of calling people. So I kind of do the detail back up, and you know, I don't take. We laugh a lot, and we have a good time together, and I do whatever she says. That's how I survive Mim. I do whatever she says.
Okay, Linda, how have you survived Mim?
Mimi. How have I survived Mimi? I have survived Mimi by always saying yes to Mimi. What Mimi wants, Mimi gets. I love you dearly, Mimi, and however I have survived you, I wouldn't be able to do it without you.
So Mike, as one of Mim's son, how have you survived her?
Well, I don't have a story about how I've survived her, but how she survived me. And I have definitive proof that Mim is the ultimate survivor, because when I was about 11 or 12 years old, we had a party at the house, and one of our vehicles was blocking some guests who wanted to leave. So I badgered her into letting me move the car out of our guest's way. And she decided to give me a very quick driving lesson, but it wasn't a very complete driving lesson. She told me to get in the vehicle and start it up, and then slowly put the gear into reverse. Unfortunately, she didn't tell me to put my foot on the brake. So as she stood in the door giving me instructions, the car lurched back, and I ran over Mim. And she did a couple backflips on my front lawn. And as I was frozen with fear, watching my mother lie on the front lawn after I ran over her with a family car, I went all the way across the street and ended up in the front porch of our neighbor. So Mim survived me running her over. So she is the ultimate survivor. I think that's the definitive proof. But Mom, we couldn't be more proud of you, and I hope someday to follow in your footsteps as far as all the good works that you've done, and we all love you very much.